Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Rinat Hasanov. I am presenting to you our weekly analytics of American markets and commodity futures by FTInvest.us website. We are value investing specialist. We have been beating S&P 500 for about 10 years, and we keep doing that. With our portfolio, which we call FT Invest 11. FT Invest 11 portfolio was created, as you can see, in the beginning of 16 years, and since that we've been doing quite well in the market, and you can see in this week we have grown about 1.29% per week. We have a very good year-to-date result and a very good alpha comparing to S&P 500 in this year. We have advantage about 7% for S&P 500, which have rather significantly grown, about 10% in this 25 year, but still our portfolio was quite good, and in my view we will beat S&P 500 in the next weeks too, because we are still in a defense position. Yes, we have seen a growth in our portfolio, but mostly because of some kind of luck. We purchased one stock, and in one day, in a minimum we purchased it, and in one day it has grown about 8%, and we sold it and fixed the profit. So the situation, we still have a lot of cash in our account, in our portfolio. I'm not quite sure we will buy or not in the previous week, in next week, but I watch the market. Every day, every single house, if I can see. So if there is an opportunity, we will buy. At this stage, the market has problems. Yes, there was some kind of forces who were moving S&P 500 up after the losses which we predicted to you in the previous week. Who are buying? This is very hard to say. Maybe this situation was caused, I don't know, because of the rise, the fall of the yield of American bonds. Yes, it's very hard to predict. It was very hard predictable. In my view, this caused this rise of S&P 500 and NASDAQ. Mostly there is a bubble. People begin to understand the situation, but there are forces who buy these stocks, these bubble stocks, and this helps the market. But you can see that the resistance line was crossed once, but then followed. So we are in a situation where market can go up and down, because we see that S&P 500 closed in a border of this line, resistance line. So it's very hard to say, to predict where it will go, but mostly in my view it will fall. It will fall because of it's very I don't know this growth was caused because of such a very strange things. In my view, there was a lot of situation to fall. This one, this one, this one, but somebody keep moving the market up. Someday it will stop. Someday it will stop, and our position. Also, we are not investing in such a stock. In our position, with a lot of cash, is a defense one. I don't want to have a losses, and if the market will fall, all the stocks will fall too, and we will find the opportunity to buy. So to the next picture, NASDAQ image is look like the same as S&P 500, but maybe a little more down priced. So it's also looks like it's on a border. But in my view, we will better be off of that picture, of that market. So please subscribe to our service. Maybe I'm not a very best English speaker, but believe me, I understand where the market are going, and also our investment are mostly made on undervalued stocks, which are not so risky as buying, for example, I don't know, an Nvidia or Amazon stock. You better be off of that. So let's look to the commodities. As you can see, our predictions were very good about most of commodities. I'm talking about previous weeks. Look at the oil. I told you that oil gonna fall. Also, there was some up movement, but the trend for the oil is negative on the bear trend. So you can see that technical analysis by FT Invest US is working very fine. Also, to the gold and the silver, there is a maximum, is historic maximum for gold, and silver too was very close to that level. And I told you that you should sell in this at this level, and also wrote about it. And you can see there was a movement, red bar. For both gold and silver, and I was right. But when you invest in futures, you don't have such an opportunity to have a losses. So it was the best decision to sell here. Gold and silver are still on overbought level, and I will not recommend to you to still be there. Maybe if you are, I don't know, long-time investor in gold, it's also not a very good decision, because there is no valuation of gold, there is no valuation of silver, of any commodities. We can only value stocks, maybe bonds, but not a commodity. You can say that it's a too high or too low price. This is only this is not based on a valuation, on a calculation which we do in a stock in which we invest. So I don't recommend to you to be a long-time investor in gold or silver. Yes, you can store some position. Maybe you like gold by itself or silver, but in my view, it's not a good type of investment. You better subscribe to our service and follow our portfolio. Okay, look at the natural gas. You see that the pictures I told you that it should find some bottom. It have found a bottom and have risen. It have risen to new levels, but you can see that there is still chances to turn down. So I will not invest in natural gas futures now. Maybe I will sell. So go into Bitcoin. Bitcoin also have found some support and have risen. In my view, the technical picture is not very clear. So there is maybe a flat movement. There's gonna be maybe a flat movement in Bitcoin, but I don't invest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, where I strongly recommend to you to stay with us, to invest in undervalued stock. This is because we understand what we do. We understand what we do, why we own the stock. But if you own the Bitcoin, I should tell you why. Why? Because this is gonna change the future. Maybe. But if it's not, so I don't recommend to you invest in cryptocurrency. I only invest in stocks in Russia or in the USA. So to the dollar index, I predict to you it is gonna fall, and it has fallen. And still there is a negative technical picture for US dollar. So in my view, it's gonna fall further. Maybe to there, maybe not. But in my view, the technical picture is not very good for US dollar. And this is a very strange situation with US government bonds yields. We have seen very clear technical pictures with the support, very good support lines, and I told you so. In Monday, the yield has risen very significantly, but something changed. In American market. What changes? It's very hard to say. What changes? It's very hard to say. Who begin to buy such a big amounts of American bonds? I don't know. And also this was unpredictable. Such a movement, maybe because of some Fed sayings, because of that, but this movement caused the rise of American stocks here. Yes, there was a rather significant fall, but somebody, I told you, it's very hard to understand who buying this. I think the market have found the reason to buy the stock because of this such a strange movement in American yields. So it's hard to predict now where it's gonna be, because it's very close to oversold level too, and maybe it will find some support there. I don't know. So to the Dow Jones, you can see that in my view, the Dow situation is quite different with the situation in S&P or NASDAQ. In my view, yes, you can see some resistance there. Dow hasn't gone through this resistance, and maybe there will be a negative technical picture on Monday. I will let you know on our website. Please go to FT Invest US and register there, or follow our Twitter or X account. It is on our website. Please go to FT Invest and register, or subscribe to our service and follow our portfolio. Thank you very much.